is the Psychedelic Music Show.
Just fuming.
You're listening to Super Mega Radio.
Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And it's Pete J.
And we're coming to you here from the middle of the country, Pete. We are in Detroit, Michigan, Motor City, and we're here for two.
Yes, we are. Two of the biggest ones of the entire baseball season, Tommy. I think, in my humble opinion, my color commentator opinion, as these two games go, so goes the season.
No pressure. That doesn't make me feel any better. I'm sweating up here already. It's, I like coming to Detroit. I like playing the Motor Yard, but what a situation this is. Yeah, like you said, this is both teams. This is a division matchup, and both of us are tied for first place. So we're not only fighting for first place in the division, we're fighting for the wild card as well, because it looks like the wild card is probably going to come out of our division.
As long as it's the Moose. I think when you look at the standings and you look at the wild card, we currently have it. We're all going to end the season with the same number of games played. And you've got the Swordfish, the Wildcats, the Jacks, all in there pretty close. I mean, really, the Crocodons at 14-14, they're only 2 games back. So, we have that negative 21 run differential. The Swordfish, who are right behind us, only a half game behind us for the wild card, they got a plus 33. If we wind up ending the season with the same record as the Swordfish, obviously the Swordfish, by virtue of having the better run differential, they'll get the wild card berth, and we'll be left holding the bag, so to speak. Even the Wildcats right now, they are a game behind us, but they have that positive +2 run differential. So, and the Jacks with -2, the Crocodiles with -1. We have a -21. That is a huge problem.
Let's take another look at this in a minute, because there are 2 other games to tell you about that will change that just slightly or possibly. But let's real quick over that last game while we're thinking about scores. The Wide Loads end up taking it 3-0. It was tough. It was tough to drop both of those first 2 games in our road series.
It was, especially since both of those teams were offensive powerhouses. And to be honest with you, even though when you look at the game against the Wild Pigs, you look at that final score 8-3, it's a little deceptive. The game was really tight right up until about the 7th or 8th inning when the Wild Pigs were finally able to break it open. But it really came down to the Ramblers just not being able to put a lot of offense on. First time we faced the Wide Loads earlier in the season, they just walloped us 11-4. So the fact that we were able to hold in with them, the fact that Tobias Glover was able to keep them to basically only 2. He only gave up 2 runs. The other run, like you said, was given up by Jeff Benson. So he held them to 2 runs.
Donnie Bowers, yeah.
Donnie Bowers, I'm sorry, you're right. Yeah, Benson's a starter. So Donnie Bowers gave up 1, but Tobias Glover held him to 2 runs. I mean, if your pitcher can hold an offensively explosive team like the Wide Loads to only 2 runs, your offense has to come through. It's got to do its part, and
yes,
you should win that game, and the offense just didn't do it.
Yeah, like you're saying, so far 2 road games of a 5-game trip, we only have 3 runs. So we got to see that offense come back today. But before this game, we got a couple other games to tell you about. Pete, why don't you start us off? The Freebooters out in Oakland at the Overdogs. What happened?
Oh, I would like to watch that one. Freebooters travel to take on the Overdogs. The Overdogs just explode out of the gate and hold on to win 7-0.
Wow, the Blowfish were at the Buzzards down in Guadalajara. The Buzzards took that one 5-0.
Yes, sir. Do you want to go through
that's
okay. Liberty Conference. Over in the Liberty Conference, the Eastern Division, the Wide Loads with a record of 20 wins, 10 losses, and a run differential of plus 49, the best in the league. They have a 4-game lead over the second-place Swordfish, who have a record of 15 wins, 13 losses, and a plus 33 run differential.
And here we are for a week in Detroit. We're going to be we got an off day in the middle, so we're playing 2 Fridays in a row. It's going to be the Central Division Moose and Ramblers sharing first place with the identical same record, but 47 runs apart in the differential. The Moose have a plus 26 run differential. The Ramblers have a negative 21, which is just, again, I don't know how. I'm looking at other teams. I don't know how you could have. I mean, well, I guess the Freebooters have a winning record with a negative 17. But anyway, we both have a one-game lead ahead of the Atlanta Wildcats, who are 15 and 14, and even them, we only have a 1.5 game lead ahead of the Chicago Crocs, who are playing 500.
Right, it's a very tough division. Down in the Western Division, the Nemesis with a record of 15 wins, 13 losses. They have a 1.5 game lead over the second place Sawteeth, who have a record of 14 wins, 15 losses, and they are a game and a half out of first place.
In the other conference, the Atlantic Division, the Montreal Wax Bills are out on top with an impressive 18 and 11 record and a plus 39 run differential. They have a 2-game lead ahead of those New York Wild Pigs who beat us, who have a 16 and 13 record and a plus 33 run differential.
Down in the Plains Division, the Heaters, with a record of 17 wins, 12 losses, a plus 27 run differential, have a 2.5 game lead over the Colorado Lockhorns, who have been coming on as of late. They came out, looked good, stumbled, and now they seem like they're trying to get back into it. They got a record of 15 and 15, so they're playing 500 ball. They're 2.5 games back, like I said, but they do have a -5 run differential.
And finally, in the Pacific Division, it's Guadalajara Buzzards on top with a 16 and 13 record and a plus 11 run differential. They got a 1-game lead ahead of both the San Diego Moonstars, who are 15 and 14, and the LA Blowfish, who are 16 and 15. So then why don't we talk about the now again the wild card, see how that is. I mean, I think it's gonna be pretty similar, but so it looks like I guess I'll do the Liberty Conference. You got the Wide Loads, the Moose, and the Nemesis all in first place right now, getting the playoffs ended today. That's where they go. Right now, our Ramblers have the wild card spot, even though we're in first place. I think probably because we are 16 and 13. The Swordfish are right behind us, a half game behind us, with a 15 and 13 and a plus 33. So again, they could play spoiler there. Really, again, I look at that in any team north of the Herbivores even can turn things around in 9 games. Any team has a chance except maybe the Platypi. I think the Platypi are out of it.
I would agree with that. Yeah. And over in the Continental Conference, the Wax Bills, the Heaters, and Buzzards currently sit in first place and therefore would be assured a spot in the playoffs if the season were to end today. The Wild Pigs, the New York Wild Pigs, with a record of 16 wins, 13 losses, have a 1-game lead over the Moonstars, the Freebooters, and the Blowfish. The Wild Pigs also have a plus 33 run differential, which is the best of all the wild card contenders over there in the Continental Conference. So again, you got to do better than the Wild Pigs, because if you wind up tied with them, you're going to lose out due to the run differential.
Yeah, I think probably the Grapplers, Hot Corners, and Sirloins are probably done. But anybody, B-Wolves and up, I think they still have a crack at it even this time of the season.
Yeah, they could, like I said, but they're going to have to wind up with a better record because unless the Wild Pigs really fall off and start giving up big scores, they're going to be, and we talked about it, they're offensively explosive. They have a lot of power hitters on that team, and they can run up a score pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, maybe they will fall off. We'll see. All right, that's going to bring us to today's game. It's regular season game 30 of 38. 8 more to go after this. It's the 16 and 13 Ramblers against the 16 and 13 Moose. Even records at this point of the season. The extreme contact specialist Ramblers against the power hitters Moose, of course. We're always going against power hitters, Pete. We got to guard against the long ball. Well, that's going to be Fernando Beefy's job tonight on the mound. The right-hander, known mostly for his accuracy. Also has good chunk of velocity, though. He's got a 4-1 impressive winning record on the season. So he's safe there, but he wants to protect it. He's got a 4.05 ERA and a 1.38 whip. Beat. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. And backing him up is going to be Kid Paul, the right fielder. He's locked in. He's got good power, good ability to connect at home plate, better than average speed on the base paths. He's hitting 380 with 6 home runs this season. Why can't I think of Contreras is his first name?
John
Contreras. That's right. John Contreras, the first baseman, is juiced, Tommy. He is juiced.
Yeah.
And he's got good power, better than a little bit better than average ability to connect it at home plate, and better than average speed on the base paths. He's juiced with his 152 batting average and his one home run. Although that one home run was a game winner in extra innings. So you never can tell. Marcus Murillo, the second baseman, who's been playing out of his head most of the season, seems to be coming down to earth, but he's got about average power, good ability to connect at home plate, but less than average speed on the base paths. He's hitting 374 with 4 home runs.
All right. And then the Moose are going to be putting their starter on the mound, Jeffrey Rockman. The southpaw Jeffrey Rockman, known mostly for his accuracy. Very good accuracy. Very good velocity. He's got okay junk. He's got a 1-1 even record on the season. He'd like to get a win there. He's got a 4.32 area and a 1.50 whip, Pete.
Yeah, and they backing him up, Nacho Crisp. And Nacho, he's locked in. He's got good power, better than average ability to connect at home plate, and better than average, well, about average ability to connect at home plate, and better than average speed on the base paths. He's hitting 261 with 7 home runs. Jackson, the center fielder, he's got good power, about average ability to connect, and a little bit better than average speed on the base paths. He's in 269 with 5 home runs. And then Charlie Best, the relief pitcher, with better than average velocity, good junk, and good accuracy. He's got a 2.01 ERA and a 1.09 whip. So
Wow.
If they get ahead, look to see Charlie Best on the mound.
Look at those mugs, too, man. I wouldn't want to be on the other side of a conflict with Jackson and Best. Those guys look tough.
Yeah, they do. Best looks like he should be playing hockey with them mutton chops.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and the long hair in the back.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this lineup for the assistant coach. Hey, coach, throw me that thing. Looks a little something like this. All right, we're going to have Maxie LeBlanc starting off playing catcher tonight and batting first. Behind him at third base, Spray Bellamy, but at second. Batting third at first base, our old friend John Contreras, the juiced player Pete was talking about. Waco native is going to be batting third. Behind him in left field, batting fourth, cleanup, the left fielder, Kid Paul. Kid Paul, secondary position, taking over for Swindle Heath, who is not 100%, and Kaylee Lancaster, who is tense. So it'll be good to see the kid out in left field. In center field, Corbin Huerta is going to try to get back from his poor performance in the last game. The DH tonight in batting sixth is going to be Ken Bernal, the Dallas native. He's going to be DHing and not catching. So it's good to get his bat out there. He's good contact, good power. At shortstop, Noah McLean, batting seventh, batting eighth. Repo Reeves out in right field. And at second base, as you would guess, Marcus Murillo, who will bat ninth. On the mound, Fernando Beefy is going to throw the forefinger, the two-finger, and mix it up with the curveball and the changeup. And Pete, oops, that's the wrong button there. Why don't you give us the lineup for that, for those, the Moose?
You got it. The Moose are going to lead off with Bob at the second baseman, batting first. Nacho Crisp at shortstop, who's locked in, batting second. Irene Fast, the right fielder, batting third. She's also locked in. Hugh Jackson, I don't know if it's Hugh Jackson, in center field, batting fourth. Johnson, the designated hitter, batting fifth. Quaker at first base, batting sixth. Tremendo in left field, batting seventh. Rhodes catching and batting eighth. Rip Dingers playing third base, batting ninth. And then Rockman, the starting pitcher. Dingers is tense.
The wait is over.
So get ready to face off. There they are. Nacho Chris, Charlie Best, Maximiliano LeBlanc, Spray Bellamy, John Contreras going to pick up some lumber. Get ready to face off against Jeffrey Rockman, who's going to take the mound with a 4.32 ERA. And let's hope that they can rock him. Maximiliano LeBlanc, the catcher, is neutral and fit. He favors the low pitch. He's hitting 347 with 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. First pitch is a roller to the second baseman, Bobbitt. He'll pick it up, make the throw to Quaker at first for the first out. 1 up, 1 down. And then steps Spray Bellamy.
All right, well, he got a good cut at it, but it wasn't the summertime in the Midwest here, Pete. Sprays it in 315 in the season. 8 home runs, 15 RBIs. First pitch is a little bit high, ball 1. Third pitch coming in, that's also high. Bachman's having a hard time dialing it in for Spray, and with good reason. 2-0. There it is, and it's the home run pitch. He was nervous throwing to him, and he made him pay. Look at that, Pete. Home run over the left field wall. It is Spray's. That ball went, let's see, 435 feet. Spray Bellamy's 9th home run and 16th RBI of the season. And quick, the Ramblers get that offense going, Pete. Waiting, just what we needed.
Yes, sir. In steps Johnny Contreras, the first baseman. He's neutral and juiced. He's known as a base rounder. First pitch over the inside corner for a called strike. Strike one. Contreras hitting 152 with 1 home run. That one's fouled off. Straight back into the. That one's low. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out to Contreras. That's inside. Ball 2. 2-2 now to Contreras.
Ball inside.
That one's inside as well. Full count now to Johnny Contreras.
Over.
That one's high and outside. Ball 4, and Rockman has walked his first batter. So 1 on with 1 out, and in steps Kid Paul.
All right, we got 1 on and 1 out. That's good, like you said. Now, what's his face is tense. The pitcher, first pitch for strike, Rockman, 0-1. Kid Paul. Second pitch. We got a little bit late and under it. Fouled that up right behind the plate, and Rhodes, the catcher, goes back to grab that for the second out.
2 outs, runner at first base. Corbin here to the center fielder stepping in. He's neutral and fit, hitting .462, 9 home runs, 25 RBIs. First pitch to Huertas over the outside corner for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. That one's lifted into right field. It's going to hang up. The right fielder is in foul territory, and Irene Fast will make the catch for the third out. We're going to head into the bottom of the first. It is Ramblers 1, Moose nothing. Fred Bobbitt, Nacho Crisp, and Irene Fast going to get a first look at Fernando Beefy, who's going to take the bump with a 4.05 ERA. Fred Bobbert, the second baseman, stepping in. He's neutral and fit. He's a sprinter who's hitting .241 with 4 home runs and 10 RBIs.
He is, and Fernando Beefy gets his first signal from Maximiliano Blanc, winds up throws, and we're starting the bottom of the half here with a strike on the inside corner, 0-1 the count. Fred Bobbert, great contact hitter. He's got fair power. He's hit it over the wall 4 times. He could tie it up with his 5th. There's a liner, and that's into the gap in right center. That's going to be multiple bases as Repo Reeves chases that down. And they're going to hold up the runner at second base. It's a leadoff double. And that's not what we wanted, but Nacho Crisp up now. We got to get past Nacho Crisp. More power than contact, but good at both. He's a distractor. He's hitting .261 in the season, 7 home runs, 24 RBIs. The first pitch by Beefy, as he looks behind him, is checks ball 1. The outfield's going to start fading back because they're nervous by the look on his face. Yeah, but inside corner strike 1, even things and 1 apiece of pressure climbing up. The safety is off for the shortstop for the Michigan Moose. Left-hand batter's box, little swing in his hips. First, that breaker reaches down, fouls it back off the wall. Now Beefy's got to go in a good spot, 1-2. Got that runner at second base. There's a foul ball, third base line. Spray Bellamy's running over. Bounces off the wall. I couldn't quite grab it. That's foul, still 1-2. I thought he might have hurt himself on that. 7th pitch by Beefy. Low. He checks, but it's a little bit too low. And we're knotted up now 2 apiece. 1 more to go. Reaches up, fouls it back up here by us. Bing. 2 apiece. To the locked in. Swinging him a strike 3, and Fernando Beefy has a good K. Exactly what we needed at this point in the game. But Irene Fast worries me. She's hitting .253 on the season, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. She's known as a first pitch prayer, but she's locked in. She's got good power. Checks on it, strike 1. Outfield fading back in case because she could do damage. 1 out, 1 on. Breaker just misses. I thought it was coming back, but it missed. We're even at 1 apiece. There's a hard one on the ground, and that's going to be out in the left field. Repo Reeves is going to come up. He throws for home. The runner's going to, the runner holds up, right? They hold him at the corner speed, but I don't know if this is good or not. Hieronymus Jackson is up now with only 1 out. Fast runner at first base. Jackson has .269 average, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. Crazy power. Person's right in for strike 0-1. He didn't think he'd swing, and he didn't, so now he's got him in a tough situation. We need that double play. There it is on the mound. Back to the mound. They go to second for 1 and over to 2, and they clean it out, Pete. That was exactly what we needed.
Yes, sir. So we're going to head into the top of the second. It's the Ramblers 1, Moose nothing. Kim Bernal, Noel McLean, and Repo Reeves going to get a first look at Jeffrey Rockman, who threw 15 pitches, gave up a walk and a hit in the first inning. Ken Bernal, the designated hitter's neutral and fit. He's known as a durable player. He's hitting .298 with 1 RBI.
Person right in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Second one, rapid fire, reaches out, hits it on the ground. to Bobbitt at second, who points over to first, throws it in for the one up, one down.
Number 4.
No McLean, the shortstop, is neutral and fifth. He favors the low pitch. He's hitting .429 with 7 home runs, 22 RBIs. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the second. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to No. That catches the inside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a shot up the middle into center field on the ground. And No McLean will reach. So 1 on with 1 out in the top of the second. And in steps Repo Reeves.
All right, let's keep that offense going, Repo. Repo's hitting .386 on the season, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. Slower than average runner at first base with 1 out. First one's right there for a strike, then a safety's off. 22nd pitch. Oh, he got under that a little bit. That's going to be out number 2. That's an easy catch for the right fielder. Read fast.
2 outs, runner at first base in the form of No McLean, and in steps Marcus Murillo, the second baseman. He's neutral and fit. He's got good connection versus right-handed pitching. He's hitting .374, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. No McLean with not a lot of speed over at first base. There's a roller to the second baseman, Bobbitt. He'll make the throw to Quaker at first to retire the sides. We're going to head into the bottom of the second. It's still 1-0 Ramblers. Stallion Johnson, Perry Quaker, and Hose Tremendo going to take a look at Fernando Beefy, who threw 14 pitches, racked up a strikeout, and gave up 2 hits in his half of the first. Stallion Johnson, the designated hitter, is neutral and fit. He's an off-speed hitter. He's hitting .299 on the season with a home run and 6 RBIs. The first pitch fouled back out of play over the backstop. Strike 1. That one's lifted into left field, and Kid Paul's running up, and he'll make the catch for the first out. 1 up, 1 down, and in steps Perry Quaker, the first baseman. Quaker is neutral and fit. He's known as a clutch player. Perry Quaker, the first baseman, hitting .277 with 5 home runs and 17 RBIs. The first pitch is fouled off just over the dugout on the third base side into the stands. Strike 1. There's a shot that's going to get into right field. And, Repo Reeves misjudged it in the sun. It's going to be a triple. God dang it.
That was unexpected.
Yeah, it should have been caught. And, he made a motion like he was too far back, so I brought him up, and then it went over his head. So a triple, 1 out triple. Hose Tremendo steps in. There's a single.
No.
Oh, that's going to get into the outfield, and now the off defense is just crap. Just freaking crap on 2. All right, count to 10. In steps Roman Rhodes, the catcher. The score is now tied thanks to poor play in the field. Oh. First pitch is inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Roman Rhodes hitting .267 with 4 home runs, 7 RBIs. That one's fouled back, and that'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rhodes catching for the Moose. That one's fouled off as well, and now Rhodes is behind in the count 1 and 2, but he's known around the league to be a tough out, although that wasn't tough. He swung, missed. So he's out. Rip Dingers, the third baseman, is tense, but Fitty's got power versus left-handed pitching, and he favors the low pitch. He's hitting .250 with 7 home runs and 14 RBIs. 2 outs with a runner at second.
That's inside.
The first pitch to Rip Dingers is inside, ball 1. Did I say Rip Dingers?
I think so.
There's a roller to Spray Bellamy. He's going to pick it up and make the throw on a slow roller to retire the side, but we're going to go into the top of the third. Ramblers 1 run on 2 hits. The Moose 1 run on 4 hits. Maximiliano LeBlanc 0 for 1. Spray Bellamy 1 for 1 with a home run, and John Contreras with a walk. Rockman at 23 pitches, giving up a walk and 2 hits.
Number 60.
Maximiliano LeBlanc, the catcher, is neutral and fit. He's 0 for 1 today. Favors the low pitch.
All right. 24th pitch by Rockman to start off the third inning. That one misses low and out. Ball 1. What will it count? Second one, Breaker makes back in. Strike 1. Evens 1 apiece. Safety off now. There. Oh, I don't know how he missed it. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. It was a good swing. Reaches out, fouls it back. Third base line. Defensive swing. 1 and 2. Low and in on the ground to the shortstop. Crisp, who backhands it. 1 pump throw to first. 1 down.
1 out and in steps Spray Bellamy, the third baseman. He's locked in and fit. Favors the outside pitch. He's a big hack. 1 for 1 with a home run and an RBI. Got things going in the first. here in the top of the third. Nobody out with one out. That one's ripped foul along the left field line. Strike one. That one's inside ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike for Bellamy. That's it for a called second strike. 1 and 2 now.
That's inside.
That one's inside ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a shot. Line drive to the second baseman, Bobbitt, who makes the catch for the second out. 2 up, 2 down, and in steps Johnny Contreras.
All right, Johnny, come on. 2 outs, no offense. He got a walk earlier. That's on the ground. The first baseman, Quaker, runs it down himself. 3 down.
Yep, we're looking at bad offense again. We're going into the bottom of the third. Score tied 1-1. Fred Bobbitt 1 for 1 with a double. Nacho Crisp 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Irene Fast 1 for 1. Beefy at 25 pitches with 2 strikeouts, giving up 4 hits. His ERA is at a 4.07. Fred Bobbitt stepping into the batter's box.
Freddie Bobbitt 1 for 1 with a double. Earlier in the game, looking for another double. Fernando Beefy has 25 pitches, going to throw his 26 to start off the bottom of the third here. And it's popped up in the left field. It's coming up and in. Everybody's running back to it in shallow left, and Kid Paul's going to make their grab for the first out.
Yep.
Nacho Crisp 0 for 1. Not you. The locked-in Nacho Crisp, I might add. It's a tie ball game here in the bottom of the third. 1 apiece for these 2 first-place teams battling out for supremacy. The breaker pops it up into right field. Repo Reeves runs up to grab that, Pete, and just got there in time, too. Irene Fast now, 1 for 1 with a single. First one misses for a ball. 1-0 the count. Irene, we need 1 more to go. Clear the side out. That would be real nice. Irene's a first pitch prayer. See what happens. You anticipate that mid-count down. Outfield's going to go back just in case. 2-0 to Irene Fast. It's good to be cautious pitching to her. Swings and misses, strike 1. 2-1 the count now. I think now at this point, Fernando Beefy might be in a good position. 31st pitch. Gets the right signal, winds up, throws. It's right in there. It's straight into the glove of Noah McLean at shortstop for the third out.
All right, so as we head into the top of the fourth, the score is Ramblers 1, Moose 1, Kid Paul 0 for 1, Corbin Hurta 0 for 1, Ken Bernal 0 for 1, Jeffrey Rockman at 34 pitches, giving up a walk and 2 hits. His ERA is at a 4.21. Come on. Kid Paul, neutral and fit 0 for 1 today. We need to get some production out of this portion of the lineup. First pitch to Kid Paul is inside ball 1. That one's outside ball 2. 2 straight balls to Kid Paul. Allen's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. 2-1 now to Kid Paul.
Ball inside.
That's inside ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Kid Paul. There's a shot on the ground to Quaker, who's going to pick it up and run it over himself for the first out. 1 up, 1 down. In steps Corbin and Hurta.
All right, Corbin, you could do it. Good power hitter. Went out over this, put this game in. Oh, somehow it's a for strike. 1 the count. Safety off now. Inside ball 1. We're even at 1 apiece. He's throwing rapid fire succession. That one misses outside ball 2. 2-1. 43rd pitch. There it is. The center field home run. You don't throw that to Corbin, Pete. Almost onto this. Wow, they hit the top of the wall in the back. That was almost out on the street, Pete. Look where that thing hit, 459 feet. It's where it's his 10th home run and 26 RBI this season, and he puts the Ramblers back on top 2-1.
Let's get it going. Ken Bernal, the designated hitter, 0 for 1 today. Ramblers take a 2-1 lead. Kenny takes the first pitch low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a shot up the middle, but the Bobbitt will be able to pick it up, make the throw to first for the second out. So 2 outs and in steps Noah McLean, the shortstop.
All right, Noah likes the low pitch. We know this. Good contact hitter, fair power. That one's way low. Ball 1. Nice catch off the ground by the catcher for the Moose. Hard liner in left field. That's going to land in there. And Noah's rounding first for second, and he's going to get thrown out. He's going to get thrown out. Doggone it. Noah's not fast, Peter. Shouldn't have run him.
No, sir. At 48, I'm surprised he didn't have a heart attack out there. So we're going to head into the bottom of the fourth. Ramblers 2, Moose 1. Hermonimus Jackson 0 for 1. Stallion Johnson 0 for 1. And Perry Quaker 1 for 1 with a triple. Hieronymus Jackson, the center fielder, is neutral and fit. He favors the outside pitch. He's 0 for 1. The thing I take solace in is that triple that the one hitter's gotten was more of an error, really, than.
Yeah.
There's a shot that's lifted high into foul territory, and Kid Paul almost had it, but it just tucked into the stands. So strike one. Allen's high, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th, Ramblers up 2-1. That's in there for called strike, and now Jackson finds himself behind in the count 1-2. Hieronymus Jackson playing center field. There's a shot, and that's going to come off of Fernando.
He's getting
Beefy.
a single off that.
And he's, just beats it out. Noah McLean, it was a hard shot to Fernando Beefy, who couldn't handle it. Noah McLean ran up, and again, maybe with a little more speed, he would have gotten that one. Stallion Johnson, I'm not sure what he's doing so far today. I think he's 0 for 1. There's a roller that's going to go to Murillo, over to McLean, over to first for the double play. Base is empty, 2 outs. In steps Perry Quaker, the first baseman. He's 1 for 1 with a triple. Known as a clutch player around the league, which means he gets a +5 to all skills when the pressure is high. The effect is doubled when pressure is extreme. But the pressure's not high.
Yeah, no,
so
it's
he
not.
he can suck his thumb. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The thing got deathly quiet right there. There's a shot. That's going to be into foul territory. It's got the length, but it wasn't straight enough, so that curves foul. 1 ball, 1 strike down to Perry Quaker. There's a roller to Noah McLean. He's going to pick that up, double pump, make the throw to first, and retire the side. We're going to head into the top of the 5th. Ramblers 2, Moose 1. Repo Reeves 0 for 1. Marcus Murillo 0 for 1. Maximiliano LeBlanc 0 for 2. Jeffrey Rockman at 47 pitches with a walk and giving up 4 hits. His ERA is up to a 4.34. Again, it'd be nice to get this section of the batting order going. Repo Reeves, the right fielder, neutral and fit 0 for 1 today. 2-1 Ramblers.
That's low.
Allen's low, ball 1. That one's lifted into left field, shallow left field, and the shortstop, Nacho Crisp, will range out and make the catch for the first out. 1 up, 1 down, and in steps Marcus Murillo.
Marcus 0 for 1. Hey, he swung at that first pitch. Excuse me. First pitch. No, he swung at the second one. First one's in for strike. 0 the count. 51st pitch. I think the outside corner 0-2 got him in a hole. Goes right at him. There's a grounder on the ground. Obviously, Fred Bobbitt motions to first and throws him out.
He threw a home run pitch to Marcus Murillo. That first one was right there. Maximiliano LeBlanc, the catcher, neutral and fit. He's 0 for 2 today. Favors the low pitch. Come on, Maxie. Let's get something going here. First pitch to LeBlanc is inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball inside.
Allen's inside as well. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That's over the inside corner for a called strike. Strike 1. 2-1 now to Maximiliano LeBlanc. That one's low as well. Ball 3. There's a holy cow. Maximiliano was looking for a home run. Full count now, 3-2. There's a shot. That's in
Does he get it?
Left center field. Is it going to carry?
No.
Host Tremendo catches it in the alley. Left center field right in front of the wall for the 3rd out. We're going to go into the bottom of the 5th. Ramblers 2, Moose 1. Host Tremendo 1 for 1 with a double. Roman Rhodes 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Rip Dinger's 0 for 1. Beefy at 39 pitches with 2 strikeouts. Host Tremendo, the left fielder, is neutral and fit. He's 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. He's an RBI 0 with a cannon arm out there in left field.
Man, LeBlanc almost got that one out. That was close. 40th pitch by Fernando Beefy, going to start things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 1. He wasn't going to swing until he saw it come in. That changeup misses 0-1 the count. Second pitch, breaker. He does not chase low and in. We're even now at 1 apiece. Hose Tremendo, the left fielder, with the Michigan Moose. Fouls this one back up third base line. Souvenir. 1-2 the count. Beefy's got room to work. Oh, he goes a great pitch low and out, but he doesn't chase. We're even now 2 apiece. Fernando Beefy still locked in here. There's a foul ball first base line. Souvenir still 2 apiece. Fernando going to throw his 45th pitch to Hose Tremendo. Oh, fools him on that. He swung a day early. Nice K, and way to get on it. ahead. Now it's Roman Rhodes, the catcher. Sold for 1 for these Moose over here. And he's rocking the awesome stash. Red-haired stash. Oh, and he rocked an awesome ball. Liner, third baseline foul. Souvenir. Watch out, outfield going deep. Second pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Breaker misses outside. We're now 1 apiece. Got a power hitter here, but he's throwing against a locked-in Fernando Beefy. Reaches up, fouls that back off the wall. Now Beefy's got him good at spot, but he's a tough out. So the infield should probably raise the corners. There it is in the corner. I was just about to move them to the corners. I thought about it, and I didn't have enough time to do it. Oh, doggone it. Doggone it. Even as I thought about it, I thought, well, let's see here. He's a tough out, so he's going to swing at stuff that's far out, and he's not going to get a good... Oh, now he's at first base. 1 out. Let's get that double play. You got Rip Dingers up now. The tense Rip Dingers. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 account. Good power hitter, though, so the outfield's going to go deep. Fouls that back off the wall. He's quickly 0-2. Beefy can get creative here. Swinging to a strike 3. Gets that K for the second out, and that's now we're in a good spot here, Pete.
Yep.
Frederick Bobbitt, the first. 1 for 2 with a single. Still running first piece. Pressure climbing up here as the Ramblers still hold on to a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 5th. Oh, man. That's going to get another run. That's going to tie the game up. That gets into the gap. They're still running back to get it. And the runner's coming home, yeah, and they're going to throw it in, and it's not going to be in time. And there's a tie, just like we just said, too. All right, Nacho Crisp now. Well, we just needed that 1 more out, too. We just need 1 out. It's the locked-in Nacho, who could put them ahead by 2 more with a home run. Ball 1 outside, outfield fading deep. And what a game. Checks on that one. It's up high, 2-0. To the distractor, Nacho Crisp makes it harder to throw. There's foul ball, third base line. Souvenir 2-1. Ramblers trying to get out of this. Foul ball behind the plate. 2-2-2. We get out of this, we get back up to bat, Pete. Oh, going in the dirt there. Good trap by LeBlanc. 3-2 full count. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Swings and misses strike 3. Way to get back at him, Beefy.
Yeah, I'm getting the Ks, but I'm also giving up the runs. I don't understand it. We're going into the top of the 6th. Ramblers 2 runs on 4 hits. The Moose 2 runs on 7 hits. Spray Bellamy 1 for 2 with a home run. John Contreras 0 for 1 with a walk. And Kid Paul 0 for 2. Rockman at 58 pitches, giving up the walk and 4 hits. Spray Bellamy, the third baseman, is neutral and fit. He's an outside, favors the outside pitch, and he's a big hack. He's 1 for 2 with a home run.
First pitch is right in there for strike 0-1 the count. Rockman throwing his 50th, 60th, ooh, swing and miss, strike 2. His 60th pitch, 0-2. That one outside, ball 1, 1-2 the count now. He's throwing rapid fire. Ball 2, now he's losing it, 2 apiece, pressure up here. There's the home run pitch, late swing, strike 3.
I couldn't get the reticle where I wanted it. Number 8. John Contreras, the first baseman, neutral and juiced base rounder, 0 for 1 with a walk today. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 6th, tie score. First pitch is in there for a called strike, strike 1. That one's a low ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rockman at 65, make it 66, just catches the outside corner for a called second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's a shot that's going to be lifted into foul territory, and it looks like the third baseman, Rip Dingers, will be able to make the catch for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down, and in steps Kid Paul.
All right, Kid Paul's got to do it here then. The RBI hero, 2 outs, and it's a tie ball game. One right there for strike, pressure up now. Oh, he hits a high pitch, but that's going to be an easy catch in left field. Waving that off his left fielder, Jose Tremendo, pulls it in for the 3rd out. People are tied up going into the bottom of the 6th.
Yes, sir. Irene Fast, 1 for 2. Hieronymus Jackson, 1 for 2. And Stallion Johnson, 0 for 2. Fernando Beefy at 59 pitches with 5 strikeouts, giving up 7 hits. His ERA is at a 4.0. All tied up at 2 as we head into the bottom of the 6th. Irene Fast, the right fielder, locked in and fits. She's a first pitch prayer. First pitch to Irene Fast is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Beefy now crosses the 60 pitch mark. That one's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Irene Fast, the Moose right fielder. That one's low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now to Fast. Beefy delivers. That one's fouled off along the first baseline. That'll even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beefy delivers. That one's shot into.
Now.
That's out of here. That's over the wall. Into the gangway there, the left center field gangway. 409 feet, and that's Irene Fast's 6th home run and 14th RBI of the season. It gives the Moose the lead for the first time today at 3-2. Hieronymus Jackson, the center fielder's neutral and fit. He favors the outside pitch. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Nobody on, nobody out, bottom of the 6th. Moose leading 3-2. Hieronymus Jackson hits that one into the backstop for a strike. Strike one. There's a shot into. Tried to make the grab, the diving grab. Unfortunately, he was unable to do it. He did pick it up and get it in quickly and held him to a double. But runner at second base with no out. Stallion Johnson, the designated hitter, stepping in. He's tense but fit.
All of a sudden, they're hitting us here, Pete.
Yep. They figured out Fernando Beefy here in the 7th.
Look at this.
This is a pop-up into...
Oh.
Why did you do that? All right, well, he tags up and takes third. So a fly ball to Repo Reeves out in right field. He catches it for the first out. Runner from second tags up and goes to third. Perry Quaker, the first baseman, steps in. So one on with one out. Perry Quaker, the first baseman. In the batter's box, Beefy delivers.
Ball low.
Low, ball one. Beefy at 68, going to be his 69th pitch right here. That's in it for a called strike. That evens the count up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's a shot into center field, and Pirta comes up throwing, and unfortunately he doesn't have the arm. And the runner from third tags up and comes in. Scores now 4-2. Moose. Jose Tremendo stepping in. He's 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. And the Moose have taken a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
What are we going to do?
That one's fouled off into the dugout along the third base slide. Strike one.
That's a strike.
That's in there for a called second strike. And now Jose Tremendo is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Gets enough of that to foul it off. He'll get another pitch. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's a roller, and Contreras is going to pick that up. Make the throw to first for the third out as Beefy covers for the bag. So we're going to head into the top of the 7th. It's Ramblers 2, Moose 4. Corbin Hirta 1 for 2 with a home run. Ken Bernal 0 for 2, and Noah McLean 2 for 2. Jeffrey Rockman at 69 pitches with a strike, a walk and giving up 4 hits. Corbin Hirta, the center fielder, neutral and fit, 1 for 2 with a home run and an RBI. Come on, Corbin.
No.
First pitch is low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1. That gets the inside corner for a called second strike, and Rockman throwing his 73rd pitch here in the top of the 7th. There's a roller to the third baseman, Dingers. He'll pick it up, make the throw to first for the first out. 1 up, 1 down, and in steps Ken Bernal, the designated hitter.
Oh, come on, Kenny. We need home runs now. 0 for 2. If you go 0 for 3, I'm going to be seriously disappointed. Outside, ball 1 to the count. They're going to try and throw Rockman the whole game. 75th pitch.
That's a strike.
Running in for strike, pressure up, safety off. 1 apiece. There it is, past the mound in center field. All right, Pete, the Ramblers get 1 out with 1 out. A home run's going to tie this thing.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Tommy, yes, it will. Noah McLean, the shortstop, steps in. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He favors the low pitch. On average speed over at first base in Bernal. There's a roller that's going to get through into center field. Bernal's going to hold up at second. So all of a sudden we got runners at first and second with 1 out. And in steps Repo Reeves, the right fielder.
All right, Repo, 0 for 2. He's tense. 0 for 2. Well, all right. Pressure way up. Oh, there's a home run pitch there for strike. 0 in the count. Second pitch. Oh, it's a Texas leaguer. It's going to. Oh, the runner's going to go, but he's thrown out. Doggone it.
So a bloop single puts runners at first and second. Ken Bernal tried to score from third, but was thrown out. 2 on, 2 outs, and in steps Marcus Murillo. First pitch to Murillo is over the inside corner for a called strike. Strike 1.
Nope. Inside.
That one's inside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Murillo. There's a roller to the shortstop, Crisp. He'll pick it up, make the throw to first for the 3rd out. We're going to head into the bottom of the 7th. It is Moose 4, Ramblers 2. Roman Rhodes, 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Rip Dinger's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Fred Bobbitt, 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. And Fernando Beefy had 74 pitches with 5 strikeouts, giving up 9 hits. Roman Rhodes, the catcher, stepping into the batter's box.
Pete. Man, down 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. We need to hold them off and then get right back in this game. Now Beefy's going to throw a 75th pitch to start off the bottom of the 7th here. Rising fastball misses, ball 1-1-0 the count to Roman Roads. There's a hard one left field. Yeah, when they get us, they get us. Foul ball, third base line. We're even up now 1 apiece. 3rd pitch, he anticipated middle away, but it goes a little too far outside. 2-1 the count now. Up and fading deep. There's one on the ground to Bellamy. He's going to pick that up. 1 pump, easy throw over to first base. 1 up, 1 down. I like that look.
Yep.
All right, it's Rip Dingers now. 0 for 2 with a big power hitter. Rip Dingers isn't usually held 0 for the whole game, but he's tense. Check swing, strike 1. 0-1 the count. Pressure up now. Moose hoping to add to this lead. Swinging a miss, strike 2 on a nice breaker right in 0-2. Ramblers hoping to clean it out.
That's low.
That one low and in, way low and in, so he doesn't chase. 2-1 the count to Rip Dingers. 3rd baseman for the Michigan Moose. Ramblers still have a chance here to get back around. They've got a couple more innings to bat. There's a liner out in the center field, and that's going to be a clean single. Huerta's going to pick that up the ground, throw it in, and we got 1 on with 1 out. Fred Bobbitt now 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and RBI. A slow runner at first base. A double play gets us back into it. And Fernando Beefy throws his 83rd pitch as a break. Right in there to Repo Reeves, who's going to come up and make that grab. For the out throw to first, make sure the runner stays honest. All right. Nacho now, he's 0 for 3. Wow. Locked in, though. Still locked in, and he's 0 for 3. Outfield's deep. We didn't even hit it on the ground. You get movement on the ball. There's the breaker on the ground, but it's first base line. 0-1 the count. Crisp, who's trying to get him ahead 6-2. Hard line, third base line, foul ball. 0-2, pressure up. Oh no, it's an easy pop up into right field. Oh, darn it, Repo Reeves slides in, but he just could not get there in time, Pete, with the slow outfield. They got runners at the corners now. Irene Fast now, doggone. First pitch, Prayer. 87th pitch, and Beefy's losing a little accuracy. The pressure way up, 2 outs. I need 1 more. And the outfield's the outfield can't go deep yet. It looks like they may be considering bringing in relief, and they are. They're going to bring in Jada Testa. Jada Testa, the reliever, well rested. No, mostly for her, looks like velocity, but she's got good accuracy and junk. She's got elite changeup. She has a 7.71 ERA. She's got a whittle back now. She's got a 1.50 whip and 7 Ks in the season. She can throw the forefinger, mix it up with a curveball and the changeup peak. She's got her work cut out for her in a high-pressure situation coming here to the bottom of the 7th. She's got to hold these. She's got to get these guys off the board. We need to hit the double play. She just needs 1 out. First one in her count. We're strike 0-1. Pressure way up. 1 more out, and then we got to get up to bat and get in this. But she can't let them score. Second pitch to Irene Fast coming right here. Swings and misses and a nice breaker low and away. 0-2 Fast looking to hit something so Testa can get her swinging at garbage. Oh, but she doesn't chase that one. Looks like she knew it was coming. 1-2, but we have more of that to come. That's on the ground. Spray Bellamy diving to his left, and he makes the 3rd out, Pete, to clear out the bases. Wow.
Way to go, Spray. We're going to go into the top of the 8th. It is still Moose 4, Ramblers 2. Maximiliano LeBlanc 0 for 3. Spray Bellamy 1 for 3 with a home run and a strikeout. John Contreras 0 for 2 with a walk. Rockman at 82 pitches with a strikeout. Maximiliano LeBlanc, the catcher, is neutral and fit. He favors the low pitch. He's 0 for 3 today.
All right, first pitch to LeBlanc. Hard liner past the diving shortstop into left center field. He's coming around first. Okay, they don't have the ball yet, and he's on his way to second. That's going to be a stand-up double for LeBlanc, Pete. Way to go, Maxie. Way to get it started. Let's get a run here, Pete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Spray Bellamy, the third baseman, is locked in Fitty. Favors the outside pitch, and he's a big hack. He's 1 for 3 with a home run and an RBI. That's going to be the end of Jeffrey Rockman, and they're going to bring in the guy we didn't want to see, Charlie Best. Charlie Best with good, better than average velocity, good junk, good accuracy. He's neutral and fit. He's got a 2.01 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP. 42 Ks on the season, Tom. He's got the elite curveball. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a changeup, and that elite curveball. He is not fully rested. He looks like he's a little bit more than halfway rested. So he's been used recently. Bellamy favors the outside pitch. First pitch over the inside corner for called strike. Strike one.
That's inside.
Allen's inside, ball one. That evens count. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a shot that's going to get into left field, and Tremundo's going to pick it up and make that throw from left field. He's got that cannon arm, but there's runners now at first and third with no outs, and in steps Johnny Contreras.
Wow, that was clear. I got runners in the corners, beat the pressure way through the roof. Contreras to the plate, late swing, strike one, 0 in the count. Goes the runner for second. Oh, he's got to come back. He's got to come back. He's got to come back. Why is he not coming back? There he goes. There he goes. Okay. All right. He's back to first now, Pete.
All right. 1 out and in steps Kid Paul, the left fielder. He's neutral and fit. 0 for 3 today, but he's an RBI hero. Runners at first and third with 1 out. Throw over to first, and the runner is back. There's a hot smash down the third baseline. Unfortunately, it's going to be foul. Foul ball. Allen's ripped foul into the stands along the third baseline. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a fly ball to the second baseman, Bobbin, who makes the catch for the second out. 2 outs. Runners at first and third, and in steps Corbin Hjorta.
Ramblers in jeopardy of losing all this extra juice. It's right on. Oh, the first baseman drops, but he's going to get the out anyway, Pete. Beats him to the run down, and they clear it out. All that for nothing.
Yep. We're going to head into the bottom of the 8th. It is Moose 4, Ramblers 2. Hieronymus Jackson 2 for 3. Stallion Johnson 0 for 3. And Perry Quaker 1 for 2 with a triple. Jada Testa threw 4 pitches in her half of the 7th. Hieronymus Jackson, the center fielder, is neutral and fit. Favors the outside pitch. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles.
Oh, man, Pete. Man.
Yeah, that was a wasted opportunity.
Best chance.
First pitch to Jackson's in there for a called strike. Strike one. Hieronymus Jackson playing center field for the Moose.
No, inside.
That one's inside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jackson. That one's lifted right to John Contreras, who took a stutter step forward, makes the catch for the first out. 1 up, 1 down, and in steps Stallion Johnson, the designated hitter. He's tense but fit. He's an off-speed hitter, and he's 0 for 3. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Johnson's in there for a called strike. Strike one. Bottom of the 8th, Moose 4, Ramblers 2. That one's popped up into shallow center field. And Bill McLean's going to run up and make into shallow center and make the catch for the second out. 2 up, 2 down. In steps Perry Quaker, the first baseman. He's neutral and fit. He's a clutch player. I didn't see what he's done on the day. First pitch over the outside corner for a called strike. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases empty in the bottom of the 8th.
That's up.
Allen's high ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, and now he's behind in the count. 1-2. Jada Testa throwing her 13th pitch. Low, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Quaker was able to hold up on that low pitch. 2-2. There's a roller, and that's going to get past everybody into a ground ball past the between the first and second baseman into right field for a single. So 1 on with 2 outs. Host Tremendo, the left fielder. He's tense but fit. He's an RBI 0 with a cannon iron. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Throw over to first, and the runner is back. First pitch to Tremendo's in there for a called strike. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first base. Moose with a 2-run lead. That one's ripped foul. And very quickly, Jose Tremendo in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a roller to Contreras. He's going to take it himself and step on first for the 3rd out. So we're going to head into the top of the 9th. The Ramblers need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. It is Moose 4, Ramblers 2. Ken Bernal 1 for 3. No McLean 3 for 3. And Repo Reeves 1 for 3. Best at 9 pitches and gave up 1 hit. His ERA is at 1.96. Kenny Bernal, the designated hitter, is neutral, and Fitty's durable. He's 1 for 3 with a single today. First pitch from Charlie Best, and it's up the middle into center field for a clean single. So 1 on with no outs. And the tying run at home plate in the form of No McLean.
Number 4, No McLean.
All right, no. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Way to go. No. Catcher's got a fair arm. There's one past the mound as well in the center field. Pete, we got 2 on with no outs. We've been here before.
Yes, sir.
Now batting, right field.
2 on with 2 outs, and in steps Repo Reeves, the right fielder. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Pressure is way up on Charlie Best. Swing and a miss. Repo Reeves out in front of that one. Strike 1.
That's inside.
Allen's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Best throwing his 14th pitch. He lays down a bunt down the toward the pitcher. The pitcher picks it up, makes the throw to first. So the runners move to second and third with 1 out, and in steps Marcus Murillo.
All right, we got 2 runners in scoring position. Pete with a hot batter at the plate. That one misses high and inside, ball 1. What do they count? Pressure through the roof. 9th inning, the Ramblers have to do it here. There's a strike. The safety's off now, 1 apiece. Marcus Murillo. That's his punch into center field. It's going to be caught, but they're going to get 1 run, Pete. On the 2 outs, and now we got 2 outs with 1 more to go.
Yes, sir. 2 out. 4-3 now. Maximiliano LeBlanc, the catcher, steps in. Favors the low pitch. He's 1 for 4 with a double. Tying run is at second base.
Do we do something about this?
It's up to you. I mean,
1 for 4.
He's got good power, and he's got good connect. I mean, he's better than average, but it's up to you. Like I say, you're hitting with him. First pitch to Maximiliano LeBlanc over the outside corner for called strike. Strike 1. There's a roller. Unfortunately, Crisp is going to pick it up, make the throw to first for the 3rd out, and the Ramblers are going to lose their 3rd in a row. And a big one. They lost a big one to the Moose.
Yep.
And again, I would say, I mean, we saw some offense, but it was just really disjointed and poor play in the field, which I don't know if it resulted in runs or not, but at least 1.
Wow. Yeah, well, boy, we end up losing by 1. I mean, that's a tough loss. I don't mind losing by 1 usually. Only problem is now we're stringing them together. It's a horrible time to go on a losing streak. This is a really close game. This is a big battle between 2 good teams, 2 first-place teams. Would have been a fun game to watch if it wasn't your team. Ramblers get 1 in the 1st. Moose tie it up in the 2nd. Then the Ramblers are going to go and go ahead again the 4th. Moose tied up again. They always tied it up the very next inning.
Yeah.
And then they pound out 2 more in the 6th when they figured out Fernando Beefy. Nothing happens till the top of the 9th. We get 1 more, but we stranded multiple runners on multiple occasions and just couldn't connect when it counted. So the Ramblers end up getting 3 runs on 11 hits. The Moose 4 runs on 12 hits. Just 1 hit difference, 1 run difference.
Yeah. Like I said, we had kind of a similar situation in the 8th inning. Runners on base with nobody out, and we wound up leaving that inning with nothing. I mean, you know, you get an opportunity like that, you got to put something on the board.
Yeah. Maximiliano LeBlanc goes 1 for 5. Ends up getting that last out there. Spray Bellamy goes 2 for 4 with a run, a home run, an RBI, and a strikeout. Almost, he just didn't walk. We got every stat. John Contreras goes 0 for 3 with a walk. Kid Paul 0 for 4. Corbin Huerta 1 for 4 with a run, a home run, an RBI. Ken Bernal goes 2 for 4. He has a good day. Gets a run. Noah McLean has a great outing. 4 for 4. Repo Reeves is going to go 1 for 3. And just to say it one more time, Marcus Murillo, 0 for 3. I had a lot of uhs there. He goes 0 for 3 with an RBI.
And for the Moose, Fred Bobbitt goes 2 for 4, picks up an RBI.
Now you're trying to catch up on the uhs.
Yeah. Nacho Crisp goes 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Irene Fast 2 for 4, scored a run, hit a home run, picks up an RBI. Hieronymus Jackson goes 2 for 4 and scores a run. Stallion Johnson 0 for, now you got me doing it. Stallion Johnson 0 for 4. Perry Quaker goes 2 for 3, scored a run, and picked up an RBI. Jose Tremendo goes 1 for 4, picks up an RBI, and struck out once. Rhodes goes 1 for 3 with scores a run and struck out once. Rip Dingers 1 for 3 and struck out once.
Pitching, Fernando Beefy comes and gets the loss. Throws 6 2/3 innings, gives up 11 hits, 4 earned runs, gets 5 strikeouts, gives up a home run. Most of that happened in 1 inning is the bad stuff. He's got a 4.24 ERA, and his record falls to a 4-2, 4 wins, 2 losses. Jada Testa comes in, throws well, throws an inning and a third, gives up just 1 hit. Her ERA drops to a 6 now, and she's got no record on the season.
Brockman was going to take the win. He pitched 7 innings, gave up 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, gave up 2 home runs. His ERA is at a 4.02, and his record improves to 2 wins and 1 loss. Charlie Best will get the save. He pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 earned run. His ERA is at a 2.13. His record improves to 5 wins, 2 losses, and 3 saves. And we almost had the best of Charlie Best on 2 separate occasions.
Yeah.
First star of the game, the B-ranked right fielder Irene Fast. I think she was catching today, though. B-ranked catcher Irene Fast. She went 2 for 4, hit a home run, racked up an RBI, and scored a run.
Second star of the game is number 12, A- ranked third baseman for the Texas Ramblers, Spray Bellamy. He goes 2 for 4 with a home run, a big one. Right? Isn't that the one that almost cleared the wall in center field on the street?
I thought that was Huerta.
Oh, it was Huerta. Okay. Well, Spray Bellamy had a nice one. He started it off then.
Yeah.
2 for 4 with a home run, an RBI, and a run.
And then the third start of the game, Perry Quaker, the B- ranked at first baseman. He goes 2 for 3 with a triple, an RBI, and he scored a run. And that triple, again, was more of a misplay by the defense than...
He's sporting the IT manager look there.
Gamer stats, Tommy G with 4 hits, 2 great catches, and 1 strikeout for a contribution to 36%. Pete J with 7 hits, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, a great catch, 4 strikeouts, and a contribution to 64%.
I did not help you out at the plate.
Oi.
All right, post-game show. Well, this is getting to be a habit. It's another loss for these Ramblers here, and we're starting to slide in an important part of the season. But now we're 3 games into the road trip, and we need to get a win here somewhere. We're gonna have our next game against the Moose. So we're gonna be away for a week. I mean, we're in town for a week. Well, maybe we'll go to the Ford Motor Factory, do a tour. But should we call give these other scores so we know where we're at in the standings?
Sure, if you like.
All right, so there was 8 other games that came in while we were playing. And Pete, why don't you start us off with the Overdogs in San Diego at the Moonstars?
All right, the Overdogs travel to take on the Moonstars. Moonstars out to an early lead, and they're going to win 3-2.
Blowfish were in Arizona at the B-Wolves, close game. The Blowfish took them 5-4.
Herbisaurs travel to take on the Nemesis. Herbisaurs out front, and they're going to hold on and win 8-5.
Herbisaurs look good lately. Hot corners at the Crocs in Chicago. Crocs take it 2-1.
Freebooters travel to take on the Swordfish, and it's Freebooters all day, 7-1.
Herbisaurs the Nemesis again, and this time the Nemesis take it back 7-2.
Wide Loads travel to take on the Chicago Crocodons, and it's going to wind up being the Wide Loads 5-4 in 10 innings.
Oh, Buzzards in Fort Lauderdale, Freebooters blanked them 3-zip.
Holy cow, that was a flurry of activity, friends. Friends, over there in the Liberty Conference in the Eastern Division, the Wide Loads with a record of 21 wins, 10 losses, and now a plus 50 run differential.
Wow.
I don't know if these guys are going to be hard to beat in the playoffs, but the They have a 5-game lead now over both the Swordfish and the Jacks, who sit tied for second with records of 15 wins and 14 losses, and like I said, 5 games back.
Wow. In our Central Division now, the Moose stand out on top alone with a 17-13 record and a plus 27 run differential. They have a 1-game lead ahead of our Texas Ramblers, who are 16-14. Going to hope to win that next game and tie it back up.
Down in the Western Division, the Nemesis, with a record of 16 wins, 14 losses, have a 1.5-game lead over the Sawteeth, who are in second place with a record of 14 wins, 15 losses.
In the Continental Conference Atlantic Division, it's the Montreal Waxbills still out on top, 18-11 record, crazy, plus 39 run differential. They have a 2-game lead now ahead of both the New York Wild Pigs and the Fort Lauderdale Freebooters. Wild Pigs are 16-13, and the Freebooters are 17-14.
The Plains Division, the Heaters, with a record of 17 wins and 12 losses, have a 2.5-game lead over the Lockhorns, who are in second place with a record of 15 wins, 15 losses.
And finally, in the Pacific Division, the San Diego Moonstars and the Guadalajara Buzzards share first place. Oh, actually, and the LA Blowfish. It's a 3-way tie. The Moonstars, Buzzards, and Blowfish are all in first place. The Moonstars and the Buzzards have 16-14 records. The Blowfish have a 17-15 record. And then the Beewolves are in second place, only 2 games back at 14-16. And then I guess we go to the wild card races. Again, we really don't need to talk about the wild card. We know the first place teams are. So in our Liberty Conference Ramblers, we still have that wild card berth at this point based on record 16-14, but we only have a half-game lead ahead of the Swordfish, who are 15-14. They pick up one more win. Oh, half-game lead against the Swordfish, the Wildcats, and the Jacks are all 15-14. Any one of them pick up one more win.
Yeah.
We're
on the outside looking in.
Yeah, we're in a tough. We need to win this next game.
We do. Over in the Continental Conference, the Wild Pigs, with a record of 16 wins, 13 losses, are in a tie really with the Freebooters for the wild card position. They would take the wild card by virtue of the run differential, though. Again, the Wild Pigs with that plus 33, the Freebooters with that -8. So again, in a tie, the tiebreaker would go to the Wild Pigs, and they would wind up taking that wild card contention, that wild card berth, and the two of them only have a half-game lead over the Buzzards and the Blowfish, who are just, like I say, a half game behind them. But again, with that plus 33, the Buzzards, the Blowfish, Buzzards at +8, the Blowfish at +5, none of them come close to the Wild Pigs. So
yeah,
they would have to finish the season with a better record than the Wild Pigs do.
Yep. All right, well, yeah, you can see the last page here. We got one more game against the Moose. It's going to be Mitch Berry against Sanchez Silvio before we head on down to Monterrey, Mexico for a game against the Heaters. That's going to be another first-place team. We come back against the new and improved Hot Corners, and we're back on the road again. So, it's tough, man. It's tough. I don't know. We're fighting for a playoff spot. Let's look at some news. I suppose there's some news that we should tell you about. The first one is Spray Bellamy shed a few pounds after about a food poisoning. Great. Well, hey, but he goes, the speed goes from 64 up to 69. He gains 5 on speed. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Jamal Peck got signed on to the Jacks to replace Betty Sparks. Betty Sparks was a C-ranked 29-year-old right fielder who's known as a choker. She's got great power, but she struggled to make contact, and she's not very quick on the base paths. She's also a poor fielder, but she does have a better than average arm. They're going to bring in the 26-year-old right fielder, first baseman, outfielder Jamal Peck. He's got good connection versus left-handed pitching, and he's a sign stealer. He's got about average power, average ability to connect, a pretty good speed on the base paths. He's a poor fielder, but he's got a very strong arm. And they were paying they were paying Betty Sparks $4,200,000. They're going to pay Jamal Peck $5,700,000, and I think it's a good improvement for the Jacks.
Yeah, it's a move in the right direction. Lucy Finnegan's offended a nemesis coach. How about that? It was replaced by Bunt Porkman. So Lucy Finnegan's a C-plus ranked 35-year-old relief pitcher. Mostly for her junk. She had good junk at 70. Good velocity, too. She also fell behind and had a lead two finger. She was making $4.8 million a year to pitch in Hawaii. They picked up the B-minus ranked 31-year-old relief pitcher, Bunt Porkman. They're going to pick up accuracy and power in good measure, and just a little bit of velocity. So he's pretty down the middle of his pitching. He can hit if he needs to. He's got a elite forefinger, but he suffers a meltdown on occasion. He's going to be making $4.4 million a year to play for the Nemesis.
Tommy, Ella Royds has offended a wide loads coach and was replaced by Mario Ricci. Ella Royds, we know her well. We just saw her not that long ago. She's a 30-year-old right fielder who's stimulated. She's C-plus ranked. She's got good power, about average ability to connect at home plate, but poor speed on the base pass. She's a good fielder with a good arm. She was making $6 million a year. They're going to bring in Mario Ricci, who's a B-ranked 38-year-old center fielder, outfielder, with about average power, average ability to connect, good speed on the base paths, and better than average fielding with a good arm. He's known as a bad ball hitter and a first pitch slayer, and they're going to pay him $6,100,000. So for $100,000, I think they've done an awful lot to improve that ball club, which didn't need a whole lot of improving to start with.
Yeah. Well, I think I would be surprised I wouldn't be surprised if Ella Royds finds her way onto another team before the end of the season, actually, because she's pretty good. And let's see, Donnie Bowers tossed a piece of garbage into the bin on the first try. So his accuracy goes from a 37 up to 38. Way to go, Donnie. Sometimes it's little things.
Yeah.
Player development, let's go ahead and buy some stuff, right? We only have enough for like one. Let's see here. We got a comedy show. Let's see. There's negative on the bottom. Zoo trip for Kid Paul's all positive. Tanning salon for Corbin Huerta's all positive. And Entourage. No, Entourage is not positive. I think probably the tanning salon for Corbin or the zoo trip for Kid Paul. What do you think?
I'm thinking the tanning salon. There's a far bigger upside, plus one speed. I mean, if he doesn't get the 25% chance bonuses, it's not as much. But
Right.
He gets across the board. There's a chance for him to get pinch perfect. And we've been doing so much that I go with the tanning salon.
All right, let's do it. Don't tell me. He gets one to a speed going from 69 to 70, fielding one from 76 to 77. His arm goes up to 43 to 44. He acquires the extra 3 speed, which gives him, and does not acquire the extra fielding. What about pinch perfect? Does not acquire it. So his speed now is 73.
Right.
73 speed. Wow, 77. So he can steal now.
Yeah.
And
as long as he could hit the ball without hitting it out of the park. You could.
Yeah. He's super happy too. All right, that was good. That was way to. All right, let's end on a good note. All right. So, all right, we'll pick you up in a week then here, folks. Next weekend, we'll start it off with that second game against these Moose. Hopefully we beat them. We're going to need to beat them if we want to get toward the playoffs. But until then, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, get out of here.